Police officers often arrive to break up escalating incidents and keep the peace by calming the sides. But there are some cops who, instead of keeping the peace, get involved and make a mess of things. Today, we will look at some examples of this. On May 1st, 2021, after leaving the bar, Mr. James, a Navy veteran, called an Uber to go home and waited. Mr. James made the right decision not to get behind the wheel because he had been drinking alcohol. However, the scene was set in motion when a Wheat Ridge Police Department officer on patrol spotted Mr. James.
How you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Waiting on my Uber.
Waiting for your Uber?
Yeah.
You have an ID I can take a look at, man?
No, you don't. I don't. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, you're sitting in front of a closed bar and I can
I'm
see you're
waiting on my
intoxicated.
Uber, my friend.
Let me see your ID.
No.
Okay. We can do this one in two ways, sir.
We can
Okay,
do this
I'm
ways.
I'm being respectful to you.
I'm sitting here waiting on my Uber. I am doing nothing
Show me on your
wrong.
phone that your Uber's coming.
You know what? I want to break out my camera right now.
Go ahead, mine's running
I want
as
to
well.
start filming you.
Mine's running as well.
I am not doing anything wrong.
Okay, well,
I'm doing everything right. Not drinking and driving. And why are you messing with me?
I'm not messing with you, sir. You're sitting
Yeah,
in front
no,
of a closed
you
bar.
are.
You're sitting in front of a closed bar.
You are messing with a Navy veteran that is waiting on an Uber
Sir, I'm going to ask you one
that
more
is
time.
doing nothing wrong.
Can I see your ID?
No, you can't.
You're drunk in public.
No, I'm not drunk in public.
Give me your ID. I'm giving you a lawful order.
You're not getting anything, dude.
Okay. Stand up.
I am not doing
Stand up.
anything wrong.
Stand up. Stand up.
It appears that the officer unreasonably invaded Mr. James's rights. Although Mr. James had not committed any crime, the officer insisted on identification, citing a lawful warrant under Colorado Revised Statute 163103. However, Mr. James was sitting in a public area and was not engaged in any criminal activity, making the detention unlawful. The situation was exacerbated when the officer discovered that Mr. James had recorded the encounter on his phone and unlawfully restrained and handcuffed him.
Stand up. Stand up.
What are you doing? I'm sitting
Put your
here
hands behind
doing
your back.
nothing.
Put your other hand behind your back. Set your phone down, sir, and put your hand behind your back.
I'm sitting here doing nothing. Waiting on an Uber.
Two
Are you
victims, six
kidding
protective
me?
custody.
Huh?
Okay, all I asked for was to see your Uber.
I'm doing
and you want to
nothing.
argue, and you're intoxicated. Okay, I don't think you're making good choices, sir.
I'm waiting on my Uber, which is the best choice.
Sir, all I was trying to do was verify.
The worst choice would be driving.
Sir, all I was trying to do was verify your Uber. Was that right or wrong?
Well, if you unlock me, I'll show you the Uber.
Well, that's what how many times did I ask for that, sir? Huh?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Have I done anything illegal?
Well, you're intoxicated in public.
I'm sitting on a bench waiting on my Uber.
At a closed business in a high crime area.
Waiting on my Uber.
So, sir, I have no idea who you are or what you're doing, and it's my job to find out. So all I did was wanted to have a conversation with you, and you won't give me any information at all, and it's obvious that you're intoxicated.
The footage shows Mr. James being handcuffed for being drunk in public. While it is clear that Mr. James had consumed alcohol, the officer had no authority to detain him for public intoxication. According to Colorado Revised Statute 2781-117, local laws may not charge or punish individuals solely for consuming alcohol or being intoxicated, especially when no other crime has been committed. Therefore, it is clear that the officer unlawfully detained Mr. James.
Right?
That is why I am waiting on an Uber.
Right, and how many times did I ask you to see your Uber? I tell you, my body camera's
All right,
running,
well, unlock me if it's that big a deal, and I'll show you my Uber.
All you want to all you want to do is film me and argue with me.
I have done nothing wrong. I'm sitting here minding my own business.
Sir,
True or false?
I'm just doing my job.
You are fucking with a Navy veteran.
Sir, step over here.
Just sitting here minding my own business.
Step over here. Sir, you can't even walk.
I'm sitting here minding my own business.
You can't even walk, sir.
What are you guys doing?
You can't even walk. You're
What?
intoxicated.
No.
You're a danger to yourself.
No. I'm sitting here minding my own business. What are you guys doing? I'm waiting on my Uber.
Sir, you're going to go to detox. You can't even walk.
Oh my God,
Okay.
dude.
You can't
Uncuff
even
me and let me know if I can walk or not.
Well, it's pretty obvious that you can't.
You guys, are you serious? I have an Uber coming.
Double locked. Those are not double locked.
Guys, seriously,
I'll
stop.
grab his stuff. Let me get him in the car.
I have an Uber coming. Please stop and just let me go home. I have an Uber coming. I was sitting in the chair, not
Sir?
bothering anybody.
Sir, I was trying to be reasonable with you.
Oh my
It's
God,
obvious that you're
dude. I am a
extremely
Navy
intoxicated.
veteran.
Okay, thank you for your service.
And I'm just sitting there minding my own business.
Right, at a closed business.
And
it's my
waiting
job-
on my Uber.
Sir, and all I asked was for you to verify it. All I asked you to do was show me it on your phone, and I'm good with that. Okay, but you refused to do that, so you couldn't
guys
prove that.
are, I mean, really, you can
Okay.
do this to a Navy veteran?
Mr. James was handcuffed by the officer for public intoxication, even though local laws prohibited penalizing individuals solely for being intoxicated. Notably, the officer had no authority to demand proof of Mr. James's Uber booking, infringing on his Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable searches and seizures. This violation occurred without any probable cause, emphasizing the unlawful nature of Mr. James's detention.
Sir,
I'm sitting on a
have a seat in the car.
Oh my God, man. Are you guys serious? I've done
I have
nothing.
no idea who he is.
Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
No, I don't have any weapons on me.
Just hold on before you step in.
I have no weapons on me. I mean, I can't believe you guys are doing this. I seriously can't, to a Navy veteran. Are you really doing this to a Navy veteran?
I'll grab his phone. I was trying to be reasonable. Code for it. He'll be going to detox in a few minutes.
Subsequently, the officer turned off his body camera after wrongfully confiscating Mr. James's mobile phone. 3 minutes later, both officers resumed their body cams but engaged in a muted discussion. Surprisingly, they then allowed Mr. James to prove he had booked an Uber, seemingly retracting their unconstitutional actions. The first officer even suggested releasing Mr. James if he could confirm the Uber booking. This sequence of events raises suspicions that the officers were aware of the baseless detention and were attempting to create an appearance of routine procedure while releasing him.
Are you fucking serious?
James, listen to me.
Didn't drink and drive.
Thank you
made
for
the
that.
right choice. And you guys come up and just fucking shake me down.
James,
Navy veteran.
James,
Combat medic.
James.
Talk to me. I mean, I'm just sitting there, waiting on my Uber. My Uber is
Is
gonna
there
be there in
anybody
2 minutes.
sober that can come get you?
You're not listening.
You're not, sir. I'm
I
asking.
called an Uber.
Well, you can't
The
call.
Uber was 2 minutes away.
You can't. You
before
can't.
you shook me down.
James, we've been here for 10 minutes and they're not here. You can't call Uber. Okay? That's not the
my
way.
phone?
That's not the way Uber works. He's got your
Where's
phone.
my phone?
He's got your
Right
phone
here.
right there.
Look it up. Whether I call an Uber or not.
You can't call them on the phone.
Did you do it through an app or did you
I
call
did it
them.
through the Uber app.
All right, so how do I get into your phone?
6969.
If they're coming, man, I'll release you to them. But if not,
6969.
but if they're not, you're not
And
leaving
then
us
look
much
out
choice.
for Uber. Listen,
There's
fellas.
a green button.
I am a former combat medic.
James, thank you for
sitting
your
there,
service.
How do you,
and I'm not going to lie to you.
how do I go?
6969.
He's in
I'm
it.
in.
Uber.
Where do I search that? I don't have this
Go
stuff.
to the Uber app. Just scroll through till you find the Uber app. Listen, fellas, you should not be doing this to a combat medic veteran. I was sitting there minding my own business.
Is he coming?
5
I
minutes.
Okay, he's
I
James.
respect
James.
you guys.
James.
I respect your job.
James, listen to me for a minute. I appreciate that. It says it's 5 minutes away. If he's here in 5 minutes, we will release you to that Uber.
Okay.
Okay?
Please, let me out of here and tell me I didn't do
When the Uber gets here, we'll do that. Okay, this is
Gentlemen.
James.
Fellas,
Listen, James.
are any of you
James. James.
military?
James, listen to me. All you had to do was show me this in the first place.
Listen,
Okay, and I would have waited with you.
listen, here's the problem.
Okay? You're not hearing me, sir.
No, I'm hearing you, brother.
Okay?
Yeah. I'm hearing you, but I'm a
What kind of
former
car?
combat medic.
Yep.
Veteran.
Thanks for your service.
And I got a
Mitsubishi.
little, I felt a little intimidated, man. Like I wasn't respected.
We're sorry you felt that way, James.
Yeah, James, that
So,
wasn't my intention.
We
I
were
would
coming
never
to.
do it to you guys.
We were concerned for your welfare. That's why we contacted you.
All right.
We didn't want you
Well,
walking
thank
off
you.
into the
Thank
street.
you, fellas. Thank you.
And now that we know that there's a sober driver, we're okay with releasing you.
All right. You understand that I'm a former combat Navy medic.
Yeah, I understand that, and
Iraq
thank you for your
veteran.
service.
And you just, okay. And made the right choice.
We
Not
appreciate that,
drinking
sir.
Right.
And I appreciate that, really.
All right. All right. Fellas, you know the Uber's coming.
Yeah, now. Like I said, I have no problem releasing you to Uber, man, at all. But here's the thing.
Are you guys veterans?
But here's the thing:
You guys veterans?
is a lot of people lie to the cops, and as far as I know, I'm contacting you drunk, which is it's fine. You're drunk. That's not a big deal. But if you wander out in the street and get hit,
I understand.
then it's on me, man.
I understand.
Okay, it's on me, and I don't want you to get hit by a
I
car.
understand. I
So-
appreciate it. I understand.
So hang tight. As soon as Uber gets here, dude, I have no problem. I have no problem releasing you to the Uber.
Well, could you do me a favor and uncuff me before? Because this shit's uncomfortable, brother. And I've broken
get
the
you.
laws.
I get you. You gonna be cooperative?
Absolutely.
I'm good with it if you are.
Yeah.
I'm good with that, man. Okay, just hey, as long as you and I agree that you're gonna be cool,
Hey,
right?
I want to have one more thing to say, brother.
No, you can talk all you want.
The officer, having admitted there was no issue with Mr. James being drunk, manipulated the situation to appear as if he had detained him for safety reasons. After severe rights violations, Mr. James was eventually uncuffed, and the officer showcased an exaggerated level of kindness, creating a stark contrast to their earlier actions.
First, man. I haven't been cuffed in about
You what?
5 years.
Yeah.
Seriously. I haven't been handcuffed in about 35 years.
Can you just face that way for me? So that I can uncuff you? Or if you just want to step out, if that's easier.
That's pretty thing. Is your
Fellas, I understand you have a job to do. Oh, Terry?
Yes,
Either
sir.
one of you?
no,
Yes,
not me.
sir.
Like I said,
Army for me.
oh, families are
You what?
me. Oh, families are me.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only Navy.
Alright, I got one more.
Anyway.
Just turn and face the car for me.
So you can get that other one off, man. It's easier if he spins you around so you're not.
Anyway, I
There you
didn't,
go.
listen, I didn't mean to be offensive.
I get you, man.
Thought I
It's
was
fine,
doing the
no
right
offense.
thing. I was sitting.
And I commend you for that. I really do. I commend you for that. You're good.
Yeah,
So hey,
let me tell you something.
pull up that Uber app.
Iraq veteran. Okay.
Thanks for your service, man. Pull up that app on your phone again so we can see how far that Uber driver is.
Where's my phone?
It's up here. It said 5 minutes when we looked at it, so let's see where they're at.
I need to have it.
Did you have a good time tonight?
Just minding my own business.
No, I just asked if you had a good time. I didn't ask what you were doing.
I mean, just an average time.
At just an average time?
Yeah. That's what ex-veterans do.
How many minutes? Cool.
3 minutes.
I'm good with that, man. I just wanted to, because it said 5 minutes, and
So,
they must be.
I didn't mean to be offensive, man.
No,
I
you
just
weren't
thought I was
offensive,
sitting
man.
minding my own business.
You're not offensive, but you have to understand, man.
The wrong thing to do is drive, right?
Agreed. So let me tell you.
Worst thing to do,
let me tell you-
which I won't do.
Let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I had somebody over here that was stabbed just like that. So I wouldn't be doing my job, man, if I didn't check to make sure you're okay. Like I said, if you didn't have Uber coming and you walk out into 44th and get hit by a drunk driver or somebody's not paying attention, then that's on me, man. And I'm not. And you're a veteran, dude. I'm not gonna. I don't want that on my. I don't want here. I don't want that on my conscience.
Maybe
man.
your thing got a little out of hand, dude. I should have
No,
been more.
there was nothing out of hand.
No, maybe you shot. I didn't understand what was going on.
I understand.
What
yeah.
I thought was I'm sitting on a bench, not driving, as a veteran, because you know what? When I was in the military, I was a crazy, drinking all the time. But I thought, I'm sitting here minding my own business, and waiting on my Uber. And I'm sorry, dude, if I offended you.
No, dude, you didn't offend me. See, the thing is, you're like an hour past last call, so.
Well, once again,
I was waiting on
choices.
it. I agree.
Life is about choices.
I agree, man.
And the choice is don't drink and drive.
Agreed.
I
And that's a smart
absolutely
choice.
had a few drinks tonight.
Smart choice. Smart choice.
And that's a choice I make all the time.
Good. That's a good choice to make, man.
When I was in the military in my 20s, I didn't make those
Didn't
good
make those
choices.
choices?
I didn't care. Anyway, I appreciate it. You know what? I'm sorry.
I said no apology
I'm sorry
necessary,
if I got a little
man.
hand.
Seriously, no apology necessary.
But I didn't lie to you.
You did not lie to me, and I appreciate
I
that.
told you the Uber was coming.
But you don't have to apologize to me either. There's nothing to be sorry for, man.
That's the first time I've been in handcuffs in about 26 years.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. Hey, reminds me, I don't want to be in them anymore.
Are you Uber?
Yeah.
I got your guys over here.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
The officers engaged in lighthearted conversation with Mr. James until his Uber arrived, allowing him to leave. In a later interaction with the Uber driver, the officer sought to justify his prior unlawful actions, manipulating the situation to imply they were for Mr. James's protection. This, however, contradicted the earlier unjustifiable physical restraint imposed by the officer on Mr. James.
No, he's sitting in front of a closed bar, hunched over a little bit. He's had a little bit to drink, so
Okay.
he's good.
Okay.
He's good. He just had a good time, and he's not creating any problems. But as a police officer, I drive by and see somebody hunched over on a bench outside of a closed bar, and that's a clue. All right, man. Here you go, dude.
Hey,
They're gonna get you home, brother.
never lied to you.
Nope, you didn't. I appreciate that. They're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's James.
I'm alright.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Following the incident, Mr. James filed a complaint with the Wheat Ridge Police Department. Their response was surprising, as they claimed that 2 state laws justified their actions, allowing them to legally detain people suspected of committing crimes or who were intoxicated. The second scenario warranted detention for transport to so-called detoxification centers. The 2 policemen involved in the incident are still on duty and have not faced any sanctions. On September 6, 2022, in Fayetteville, Arkansas, a 22-year-old woman, Jelana Dunlap, had pulled over her vehicle. Suspicious, 2 police officers activated their body cameras and began walking towards the vehicle. Officer Haddock took the lead in approaching the vehicle and making contact with Jelana Dunlap.
How you doing? I just saw you pull back over here. Any reason why you're back over here?
This is my boss's property.
Okay, who's your boss?
The owner of the property. I'm just trying to see if they cleaned up or not. They were supposed to.
What's his name? Who?
Uh,
Frog. Where do you work at?
office personal.
Okay. You ain't waiting on nobody, are you? No? You got any ID or anything on you? Well, I mean, it's all fine and dandy what you're telling me, but, I mean, you know, it just kind of looks suspicious that you pulled out here in the middle of a field.
Because this is his property and he hired somebody. To
Right, so
remove the dump.
Well, if you don't mind, I mean, you can, you know, call him on the phone. I'll be glad to speak with him right now.
He's in surgery. He's a doctor.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, do you have some ID on you? Okay. Do you mind if I see it? No, we just got to make sure that we, you know, let people know who we make contact with. All right. Well, look. Here's the deal. Okay. I hunt fugitives. All right. I do fugitive work. Okay. I understand that. I'm not saying that you're in any kind of trouble at all right now. All right. But we had a guy run from us right over here, and it's just very suspicious that you're pulling up here. Your heart's about to beat out of your chest.
Sir, I have a lot going on.
I understand that. But I literally just explained to you that you're.
I'll just.
Well, I mean, I just told you that you're not in trouble or anything. Huh? Well, do you got some ID on you? No. Well, I need to see your ID. I need to see your ID first. Well,
was there anybody in that car?
Technically, you could be trespassing.
Hey, find a female.
Well, I don't know that. How do I know that?
Female sitting in the passenger seat with the car still running like she's waiting on somebody.
Hey, she's trying to leave. She don't want to give no ID. It can be very simple, man. Let me just document who you are, and I will let you get out of
Hey, somebody around 28.
Okay. What's your
Yeah,
first name? Okay, well, all you have to do is give me your information. Let me make sure you are who you say you are, and then you can be out of here. All right? But as of right now, I don't know whose property this is. I believe that you don't know whose property this is, and you're not wanting to cooperate and just give me your name. What's your first name? Go ahead, just step out of the car.
Initially, the cop came at Jelana hard, constantly badgering her for additional details despite her earlier disclosure. While she was present, Officer Haddock persisted with his inquiries, perplexed by her unease. He explicitly mentioned his pursuit of fugitives, a fact that could undeniably heighten anyone's anxiety.
Just step out of the vehicle.
Let go of me.
Step out.
You can let go of me. I will.
Okay.
If you can let go of me, ma'am, I will. If you can let go of me, ma'am, I will. Ma'am, please stop. Please stop. Can y'all stop?
Okay.
Like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it's unhooked.
Please stop.
Ma'am,
Please stop.
all I've asked you for is your ID so we can make sure that you're not trespassing.
You got me. What are you doing?
Ma'am, step out of the car.
Okay, don't drag me out. Then get out of the car. I will if you will let me. If you will release my arm. Get out of the car. If you will release my arm.
Ryan, you good over there?
Yeah, she's refusing to come out of the car.
Because you're grabbing my arm very tightly.
You ready?
Okay, now
You're
hang on.
grabbing my
Hang
arm
on.
very
Just let her go.
tightly.
She ain't going nowhere now. Look.
Let me go.
Okay.
And
now,
I'll
step back and
don't
let her
start.
ID right
Okay.
there.
Step
Okay,
out.
it
Now step
sure
out of,
is.
okay, now
And
step
you're
out
not
of the car.
getting it because I know I haven't did anything
Okay,
wrong.
well step out of the car.
Okay.
How many times have I asked you not?
Please, let go of me.
Stop.
What are you doing? Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me because I haven't. Let
Okay,
go.
stop. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop. Why are you acting like
You
this?
are acting like this.
No, we're not. I'm talking to you. I've done nothing but talk to you calmly the whole time that I've been here. You understand? Sit down, please.
Stop. Because
Sit.
I thought of.
Let you go.
Okay, dude, let me go so I can
Stop.
throw the fuck up.
I'm holding you up.
I don't need you to hold me up. Oh my God.
Ma'am,
Oh my
why
God.
are you doing this?
Ooh, why
For
are y'all
nothing.
doing this? You started with me.
For nothing.
You
All
came
this
over
is for
here
nothing.
fucking with me.
Ma'am, all this is for
I have
nothing.
not did anything wrong. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong?
We are investigating
What am
you.
I being charged with?
We are investigating you trespassing on this property.
But I'm not.
Okay? And you have resisted, delayed, and obstructed our investigation. Okay? And resisted while we were trying to get you out of the car. Okay?
Because I know I ain't did shit
I've
wrong.
done nothing but talk to you just like this the whole time. Okay?
Can you stand up for me? Are you okay? Go ahead and stand up for me because you're hyperventilating.
Here, let's stand up.
The woman needed medical attention following what seemed like a panic attack. Sergeant Chris Kempf and the captain who arrived granted her a brief moment to compose herself and regain control of her breathing.
Alright, we got some tissues. I'm going to stand you up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there we go. All right, here, I'm going to take your glasses out for a second, okay? Okay, I'm going to wipe some of the sweat off, okay? Okay, look at me for a second. All right, listen, look at me for a second. Right now, you're not in any trouble.
So why am I in handcuffs?
Okay, because right now, listen, look at.
Why am I in handcuffs if I'm not in any trouble?
Right now, you just being.
I know my fucking rights.
All right, listen.
I know I ain't did shit wrong.
All right, right now, you're just being detained. Nobody's saying you're under arrest. Okay?
But what have I done wrong? I haven't done shit wrong.
Okay, so this is the thing, all right? We were over here in this area looking for somebody, all right?
Well, it ain't me.
No, it ain't you. all
Okay,
right?
so what do you mean?
Hold on a second. Let me finish. All right? He came over here to talk to you to find out if you knew anything about what was going
And
on.
I just said I did it.
Right. Okay, and that's fine. We're going to do our thing, and then we're probably going to cut you loose, okay?
And I'm gonna need that because all of that was unnecessary.
All the what?
Ripping my fanny pack off and trying to throw me out the car and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to get her information. She
Right.
was trying to leave. I said, man, I will let you leave. I said, but I don't know who you are. I don't know whose property this is. And you pull down here suspicious. I'm get your information and you can go on your way.
Right.
And she's like just breathing. As soon as I walked up to the car, she's like just deep breaths, like her, like, I mean, all the indicators that she was nervous about something.
Okay.
So I opened up the door, had Bill go over there. I said, go and just open up the door and we're going to get her out of the car because she was trying to leave.
You had your camera on that time.
Yeah,
right?
so I reached over there, unhooked the seatbelt, turned the car off, put the keys on top of the car. We went to go get her out, but I said, hey, Just let her go. She ain't going nowhere. She's not in the car. Let her get out of the car on her own accord. And then she said, "You ain't getting my fucking ID." And that's whenever we went to go put handcuffs on her. And then she just kept death gripping her fanny pack with her ID like she didn't want us to give it. She didn't want us to get her name.
Okay.
So Bill snatched her fanny pack off of her.
All right.
It's multiple colors.
Multiple colors?
Ask her, because she the one who ripped it off. Where my fanny pack at? Give me all my shit back.
Is it glossy? Because it's in the car.
It's in the driver's seat. The fuck you ripping off me for?
You got a good phone number, Jelena? Is that how you pronounce it?
Jelana.
Jelana? You got a good phone number? No?
No, sir.
Okay.
Nope.
Where you stay at?
All right, she goes back there. She good?
I guess I don't know if
Fucking
it's Bill.
scratch me and shit.
Where's Bill?
Yeah, I want that bitch name for real. So I'm damn sure pressing
Bill
charges
leaving?
on her.
She leaving?
I just told her to back up.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure she was clear. She is. She is?
All right. Go ahead and stand up. Let me get that handcuff.
Look, what did I tell you when I was talking to you over there?
Okay, but all that shit that bitch did over there was unnecessary.
Okay.
I was talking to you, and I would have got out the car if you told me.
And did
told
I
me
not?
to get out the car.
Did I not let you get out of the car on your own?
After
No, hang
that.
on. But did I not
But
say?
she ain't have to do all that
I
shit.
understand,
Just
but-
because you a bitch around all males, don't mean you gotta act like you the
I
baddest
understand,
bitch,
but-
because you ain't. That's clean.
Do
Where
you-
the fuck my phone at?
Giovanna? Did I say that right?
Yep.
Okay. Your phone is on the front seat of the car.
Everything's in the car.
Okay.
All right, so hey, real quick. All right. So you understand why we were out here just asking you this question, yes?
I hear you.
We weren't trying to give you a hard time, okay?
No, that bitch was. And I want her name. Scratch me up and shit.
At least a ticket for work.
I want that bitch name.
See what?
All right. Her name is Detective Bell.
What's the first name? What's her dad's name?
After the incidents occurred, Jelana was released. It was later discovered that Jelana worked in real estate and that the parking lot was private property belonging to his boss. Taking swift action after the incident, Jelana and her attorney filed a $75,000 lawsuit against the Fayetteville police for violation of her First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights. There appears to have been no new developments in the case for quite some time. This case was pretty bad, but now it's time to look at something worse. On October 14th, 2022, a woman named Brandy attended a nursing home in Virginia, regularly visiting her mother. Unfortunately, tensions emerged between Miss Brandy and a relative who was also at the facility. Consequently, the staff took the initiative to dial 911, seeking aid to address the situation. Subsequently, 2 officers from the state police department promptly appeared at the facility. Initially, they engaged in a conversation with a staff member who provided them with a briefing on the unfolding situation.
I'm Sue, I'm the administrator. So we have a family member who had an allegation against her, and so we've reached out to her and let her know that if she wants to visit, we need to meet with the team here and figure out a way we can keep the mom from being, her guardian does not even want her to visit, but we talked her into letting her. If we do supervised or promise that she won't take pictures of her mom and put them all over Facebook and TikTok and stuff, because the guardian doesn't want that happening.
Okay.
She came in, refused to talk to me, slammed the door in my face, wouldn't let me in the room. So,
You want to trespass?
yeah, at this point,
best way
yes.
to get her out of
Until she will come in and meet with us and figure out what
Yeah,
we
you
can
can always
do.
take the no trespass order
Because-
away, but
yeah.
let's get her trespass. That's the only
Because
way
I don't
we're
want
gonna
to.
get her
I don't
out.
want to not let her see her mother, but she needs to do it so we can keep the mess.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and she's not the guardian. She's not in the same sheet.
Oh, yeah, we understand.
Okay, do I
She's-
need to come with you?
I have no idea where it is.
First
She's
two on the right.
not the guardian?
No, she's not even on the same sheet. The guardian's the resident's mother.
Okay.
You want me to?
What room number?
That should be pissed.
Phone number?
First room on the right. She's
Okay.
kind of scary. I want to.
Fine.
I'm gonna go up here and then go out again.
You're good.
Hello.
Hi.
Can we talk out here for a minute?
No,
Okay. Here's the deal.
I've done nothing wrong. I'm just visiting my mom.
Here's the deal. They don't want you here until you can figure out what's going on between you and them.
No, they tried to file false charges on me. Told me I can't take pictures of my mom.
So it sounds like until you can clear it up with her.
No,
you
it's
can't
already
be
been
here.
cleared. They called me. I'll play the call for you. She told me their investigation is done.
Brandy, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
She can't just make up stories.
Okay. Here's the deal.
Uh,
They don't want you here right now. So that's how we go with it. We can try and communicate with her and figure out what the issue is.
there is no issue.
Okay. So that's one option we can do. The second option is we can make you leave because they don't want you here. So you're trespassing. They can't be here.
I'm not trespassing.
Okay. So you right now. They don't want you here. So I'm telling you right now.
Why didn't she tell me that?
Because I have to tell you. I'm an officer, I'm a police officer, so I'm gonna have to tell you. It's officially trespassed. Until Father Nelson,
All right,
until you can
Mom.
clear it up.
So
Until
they're
you-
making it so I can't see you no more.
So until you can clear it up with them, then they can take you off of it. But right now,
They have
that's the
nothing.
deal.
She's just bought her because I made them. They look like shit.
I don't want to get on me.
Okay.
She wants to say something.
What's up?
Well, you put on word. I am one.
What's up?
Can you put it on the record that she's bummed?
Yep. I
Yeah.
will put that in there.
So kind of like he's saying too, obviously something's going on that we're third party.
No, but
We
that's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying. They've already called the police on me. The police already told them I'm committing no crime. Then they called me and told me that their investigation is over. So
So it sounds like you need to
Yeah, you
talk
just need to talk to them
with the
about what's
woman
going
that we came in with.
but she's breaking the law by doing what she's doing. She's not my mom's guardian.
Michigan has a trespass statute which expressly prohibits individuals from entering another person's property after it is expressly prohibited and creates a misdemeanor offense. Violators can face a fine of up to $50, 30 days in jail, or both. It is very important to emphasize that Miss Brandy complied with the officer's instructions and agreed to vacate the premises immediately. Up to that point, none of the officers had any indication that Miss Brandy had violated the law or was involved in criminal activity. It is also important to note that the facility staff's claim of trespass began after the arrival of the police officers.
Yeah, but so
This is her business. She works for this business, so she can call us she can trespass anyone in here.
Right. Well, then
So-
she will have a lawsuit on her hands that she can have at it.
Okay.
You
Okay,
can't even
Brandy.
tell me what I've done wrong.
Brandy, you're being trespassed right now, so
Yep.
you gotta,
Well, you said I could talk to her.
we can schedule a time to talk to her.
I'm not mad. She's the one that's being stupid.
All right. It's time
Yep.
to go. And then you're detained until we figure that out.
Huh?
And you're detained until we figure that out. Yeah. Either
Why are you detaining me?
Because
in
right
the presence
now
of a
you have
police
to be
officer, you have to
trespassed.
provide
Okay, well, can I
identification.
hold on? Can I make one phone call?
Nope. You have to give me your driver's license.
I
or
don't
just tell me your
have to
name.
give you. You already know my name.
Okay. Can you write down
We
her
know.
name?
Oh my God!
Exactly how it's spelled.
So what's
until we can find you and we can figure out who you are.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Exactly.
call and let them know. Go pick up my kids that I'm being arrested.
You're not being arrested right now.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
being
I am.
detained.
So detained and arrested are two different things. Being
Hold
arrested
on.
means that you've been charged with something. Being detained is temporary.
Hold
being
on.
detained.
I'm being detained
Okay. Do you want to?
because I won't give them my license.
All right. So what's
I've
your
done
date
nothing
of,
wrong.
What's your date of birth?
I've committed no crime.
Brandy, what's your date of birth?
I committed no crime.
Okay, in the presence of a police officer, you
And then
have
we'll
to
get a
give
fingerprint scanner and
identification.
then we'll figure it out. Let go of the phone.
Brandy, do you want to charge her disorderly?
I'm not doing anything
Okay,
wrong.
right.
The focus here is on the unjust detainment of Miss Brandy and the violation of her rights. Detainment is differentiated from arrest, emphasizing the former's requirement of reasonable suspicion for a short-term investigation. The argument contends that Miss Brandy's detainment was unlawful as she showed no suspicious behavior or committed a crime. The officer's claim of disorderly behavior is deemed unsubstantiated underscoring the unjust nature of her detainment.
Right now, in the state of Michigan, you need to present identification.
Only if I've committed a crime
Not
with reasonable articulable suspicion, and I've done nothing of the
so
sort.
right now you've been trespassed, okay?
Uh-huh.
So we need to identify you so we can successfully trespass you by doing our lawful job.
Okay.
You can record all you want. We're also recording, okay?
Yeah.
So right now, your phone's being confiscated because you are being detained. We can't put you in the back seat without searching you first. We have to know any weapons or anything on you, okay?
Nothing. Just keys and a phone.
Okay. No wallet whatsoever?
It's in my phone.
It's in your phone? Okay.
Let's just walk over there.
We're going to walk over to the cruiser first.
So, what's this?
You're being detained right now until we can figure out who you are.
You already know who I am.
I know your first name.
You, Rick some
You run,
Jesus Christ.
we will let you go.
I don't get it.
No, so I'm trying to explain. So pretty much it's like this is private property. You see that, right?
It's not private. They're funded by the government. It's public.
Yeah, but so if someone's like a manager of a place like this, pretty much like anywhere, just like if you walk into a speedway, they can say, hey, I don't want this person here anymore. Doesn't matter what the reason for. If they tell me that, then and they want you they say, hey, I want them trespassed.
So when I come back tomorrow, I go to jail?
Yeah, you can't come back.
Oh, I will be coming back.
Okay.
And I already left the vice president and president. I spoke to them today. They said, we haven't heard anything. Well, then why are they doing this? You might want to call her.
Call them and tell them to talk to Sue then.
Correct.
That's the best you can do right now.
Yep, this is just I'm sorry, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, but so don't come back on the property until you cleared up with the
Oh, I'm coming back tomorrow. I'll be here every day, and I don't care if I go to jail. I've already been told by lawyers, by the advocates that help Britney Spears, national news, the News 8, everybody's on this, so they've already told me if you have to push the envelope, because that's just going to seal
You're not going to be able to
the
do that
lawsuit.
from in jail. You're not going to be able to do that
No,
from
but
jail.
it'll seal the deal when I'm getting arrested for no crime.
Trespassing, that'll be the crime.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They can't say I'm trespassing when I've committed no crime.
That is the crime. That's what we're trying to tell you now.
But they will have nothing to stand on. I've done nothing wrong to warrant a trespassing.
Okay.
Officers have the right to refuse to take videos and pictures. However, in this case, the reason could be interpreted as a fear of exposing the adequacy of the facility and preventing photography. At the time of the video, Miss Brandy continues to post updates on her YouTube channel. The cops and staff in this video were pretty bad, but now get ready for worse. On the evening of April 8th, 2023, two friends were heading home after a few drinks when a car parked on the street caught their attention, and they decided to take a closer look. While they were looking closely at the car, an officer from the Marion Police Department became suspicious and approached them in case of a possible theft and began to investigate the situation.
Gonna be getting on. How's it going? Where are you guys headed to?
Right down South Mid.
Okay. So.
It's like first, second one of them.
Columbia. So you guys coming from SD, right?
Yeah, we're just walking.
I got that. I mean, you've been drinking, right?
A little bit.
You're all over the sidewalk. I seen you walking between those two cars up there. What was up with that?
We were examining the Honda Civic's engine because we were actually interested in if it was riced out or if he actually had something real nice going on. He has a D-Series.
Okay. But that's not like your car? You don't know those people?
We were just looking at it.
Okay.
We can look at it all intact.
It's not illegal unless we fuck with it.
We didn't touch it.
I mean, it is suspicious, right? And you guys are obviously intoxicated.
We were just looking at it. We're interested in race cars.
Okay, where are you guys headed again?
Just right down the street. Probably you can follow us or
Where
drive
at?
us home.
What's the address?
507 South Main.
Okay.
You can drive us there if you want.
I mean, that's not how it works, right?
Free tax. For you.
I mean, it kind of is.
Is it?
No, don't listen to this man.
You guys got ID on you?
Oh my God, do you have my
Not
wallet?
unless I've committed a crime.
Yeah, you have. You're intoxicated and you're out walking.
She still has my wallet and my card. We have to go back.
I don't understand how walking while under the influence of alcohol constitutes a crime. The fact that they chose to walk instead of driving in this state shows that they are conscious individuals. Also, if we were to be fined for every car we looked closely at on the street, we would probably get life imprisonment.
Do I have another unit
Sorry
coming?
for the further interruption. You have it?
68 for governor.
It's legal to walk home drunk, right?
No, not if you're a risk of harm to yourself.
No.
But you guys are stumbling all over the sidewalk.
No,
and you were just messing with somebody's car.
No, we weren't messing with it. I promise. We were literally just that. I promise we were.
I've asked you for your ID. I've asked you for your ID. Right? Do you understand what failure?
For the ID, that's perfectly lawful.
Do you understand what failure to disclose is?
I understand what failure.
Okay. Do you understand it's an arrestable offense?
I understand it's arrestable.
Okay, I'm not trying to make your life harder and hassle you, but if this is how you're going to act, then that's what's going to happen.
You can talk to him as much as you want.
50 is good deal.
It's between the two of us.
I'm still compliant.
Good.
Already explained to you. Are you going to listen, or are you just going to talk over me? Because you're going to end up in handcuffs.
So you're going to talk to him, and you're going to talk to me.
Okay, I'm talking to you right now.
What's the offense?
I've explained to you already that you're drunk and you're stumbling down the sidewalk and you were just messing with some random person's car.
I haven't messed with it.
Are you going to provide ID or not?
I promise you not.
You're under arrest for failure to disclose. Put your palms together like your friend. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. Will be appointed for you. If you choose to speak to me at any time, you can decide to stop and exercise your right to remain silent or have an attorney present during any questioning. Do you understand?
She already told you. You're on body cam footage. So are you.
The officer detained Mr. Simony and Mr. Casey, raising questions about the lawfulness of the detainment. While police can detain individuals for valid reasons, such as witnessing a crime, having a warrant, or reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, the officer's actions came into question. Initially justifiable, the suspicion was dispelled when the men clarified the situation. However, the subsequent demand for identification, especially in Mr. Simony's case, appeared unjustified.
So are you. It's on. It's right here.
Alright, do you have anything illegal on you?
Only an attitude, I suppose.
Okay, we're gonna walk over here to the car. This officer's gonna search you. Nothing on you that could hurt him?
Only my ego, I suppose.
So we're just like, hey, what's he got under the Civic with you? Or just chilling. Okay. How much did you do? 4 shots.
None of the risk.
4 shots, 1 screw.
You
understand they're going to keep you in the jail?
I've understood that I have done nothing wrong to be put in cuffs. I've walked down the street, and you, my friend, a cop, who turns their lights on to turn red lights green, has pulled me over to do nothing. You know what's funny? Is I'm going to sit in the cop car and do nothing.
Okay.
And at the end of it, I'm going to end up with a lawsuit.
Okay.
And you're going to end up with a disciplinary act. Because I've done nothing.
23, 24 years old.
Am I driving? No. Am I walking down the street? You don't need to yell at me. Listen.
Despite compliance from Mr. Casey, Mr. Simony resisted what he perceived as a violation of his rights, leading to threats of arrest. The officer cited an Ohio Revised Code section related to voluntary intoxication, but her interpretation was inaccurate. The code pertains to offensive conduct likely to cause inconvenience or alarm, or create conditions risking harm, which the men did not exhibit while walking home. Despite the lack of evidence, the officer escalated the situation needlessly, raising concerns about the proportionality of her actions.
All of this body cam footage is going to be the jury is going to love the fact that you pulled me over for nothing. The fact that a woman saw me walking and stumbling. Do something to make my lawsuit even bigger. Do it. I'd love it.
Hope for your sake there's no women on the jury.
I'd hope for your sake that the jury loves cops as much as I do. Open the cop car door. I'd love to sit in it.
I'd love to. Yeah, we live together.
Oh, thank you. Do you have somebody that can come get you, man?
I do not. They're at work, and I live alone.
You know Thomas spells his last name?
C-I-M-N-I? think that's it. You're not giving me the peace sign.
Maybe.
Don Cimini's a little weird.
You said he lives with you?
Yeah, he lives with me. You can take him right to the house.
No, he's not going home.
Oh.
So here's my dilemma, right?
I know how.
You're obviously drunk, okay?
I can walk and swim.
You weren't, right?
No, we're mostly having like a, how do I examine it? As a good guy, that doesn't look good, ADHD tripping. Don't laugh, you're making it worse. ADHD guy kind of grabbing each other's shoulders, just having us a good old time.
I mean, you guys were hooting and hollering. You were over there
having a good time.
in the roadway messing with somebody's car.
What's your name? What's your name?
John Casey.
Casey. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, because we can't send you walking. Okay, you've been drinking.
Yes.
So I don't think that's disputed right now.
No.
The problem is if we send you.
I didn't know I could get in trouble with walking. Honestly, I've never been in trouble.
So looking in this pad, the names associated with that address, there's
all kinds of fucked up because it's a renter's place. You're gonna pull up all kinds of mail.
You're fine. So here's where we're at: is if you're intoxicated, if we send you walking, something were to happen out to you, that comes back on us. So all we need is someone sober to pick you up. If you can't find anyone sober, we have to take you to public impact. And I'm assuming that's probably the last thing.
I don't want to do that.
I guess I can call my home and hope they can pick me up.
At least give it a try. It's worth a shot.
I guess.
You've been cool with us. There's no reason. We don't want to take you.
I can show you. I live right down the street. And
Listen, I believe you, man.
If you want to
give me a ride,
if you're willing to.
I said, if this guy could give me a ride, you can follow me home. I'm right there with him.
So, like he explained to you, I obviously cannot let you walk. We just have to have somebody give you a ride or somebody take care of you, say, okay, I'm going to watch him until we get him home, that kind of thing. Not that you're a child, but obviously, like he said, I can't let you walk because what if you walk in front of a car and I'm not saying you will.
Offensive driving.
But it has happened.
What is... Awesome. What an MVP.
Honestly, not the best case scenario.
I legit don't have family.
Are you from Marion?
Right outside of Marion. A family that's kind of like not good on terms.
Are you willing to give him a ride? Okay.
What a god. I owe this man.
Okay. I mean, if he's good with it, I appreciate it.
I just got done doing Easter with my girl, so I'm not drinking nothing, I promise.
All right, I appreciate it, man. You too. That could not have worked out better for him.
Casey. Hey, Casey. What's your last name?
I am Schumann.
Schumann?
I just ran him.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Thomas?
That guy, not the other guy.
Can you open that mall from 3 and a half earlier? Let me on the clear 40th Street.
That didn't have to be that hard.
He knocks on the door. He's like, "What am I being arrested? Or what am I being detained for?" I'm like, "You're not being detained. You're under arrest." He's like,
I
like public impact.
tried to tell him a dozen times,
And he
but
goes,
he
"We need
wouldn't
breath
listen.
testing." And he just sorry. Just like, okay.
The police officer said he arrested Mr. Cimini only because he refused to provide personal information. But he did not cite a section on alcohol use or environmental damage. This suggests that the arrest was purely retaliatory. Citing the Ohio Revised Code, the officer argued that persons in a public place must disclose their name, address, or date of birth at the request of a law enforcement officer who reasonably suspects that they are involved in a crime or are witnesses to a felony. However, there was no justification for Mr. Cimini's arrest under this statute, as the suspicion of a crime had already been removed.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't understand the law.
What law have I broken? Are you going to tell me, or do I have to request the body cam footage?
You're more than welcome to do that.
You haven't told me what law I've broken.
Mr. Cimini was taken to the Marion Hardin Multi-County Correctional Center and arrested for failing to disclose personal information. After being booked into the prison, He also faced charges of public drunkenness. It was later reported that Mr. Shimony assaulted 2 officers there, and these charges were added to the charges against him. The case is still pending. On August 28, 2022, officers with the Newton Police Department stopped 19-year-old college football player Tavin Galanakis for driving with his high beams on in Newton, Iowa.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good, how are you? Good. My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, is it?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off, but like.
Well, you didn't with me.
You were a while back.
Has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not
that.
supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault.
You got your license, registration, insurance with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Back home. Hold up 1 second.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
Oh. Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration. Okay. I'll take this first one here. Alright. You got your insurance?
Yeah, I got you. Would it be that white card?
Could be. That's one that expired in 21.
I got the email version.
Alright, that'll work. I'm gonna have you hop out with me, okay?
Cool.
We're gonna go back here, okay?
Cool.
You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no drugs.
Okay, let's go back here. I'm gonna have you have a seat in my passenger seat, okay?
Awesome.
Where are you coming from?
Back by, his name is Creighton. It's a friend's house.
Okay. What are you doing at Creighton's house?
We were just hanging out. Just got back from college.
Okay.
Go to William Penn.
Okay. Play football up there?
Yes, sir.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
You want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Pause. I got contacts. I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration kind of say otherwise. And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great, let's do a test and
we'll get to the test.
I can't wait. Can I record it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test and he's going to find out I had nothing to drink. He's going to look stupid.
Alright, so let's go up on the sidewalk here and I'll talk with you up there, okay?
Cool.
2 types of breathalyzers are commonly used by police: preliminary breath tests at the roadside and larger chemical breath tests at police stations. Iowa law allows drivers to refuse PBTs, but the implied consent law permits chemical testing with penalties for refusal. Officer Winters likely delayed the breathalyzer to ensure accuracy, given the potential for false positives from residual mouth alcohol. Officers observed drivers for 15 to 20 minutes before PBTs to prevent contamination, explaining the decision for field sobriety tests first.
You have contacts in, you said?
Not right now.
Did you take them out?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm allergic to dogs. My eyes get dried up and watery, so I took them out.
Are you supposed to have them in when you drive?
No.
Okay. I'm going to have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. I'm going to check your eyes.
Cool.
Okay, what I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only and do not move your head, okay? Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What you got?
This test is about 2 minutes long. Are you comfortable in walking in the shoes you got on?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I want you to put your left foot on the line. Take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot, with the heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left foot, just like this, okay? So from this position, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, turn and take 9 heel-to-toe steps back.
Turn back around?
2, 3, just like I did. Count your steps out loud, and once you've started walking, do not stop until you've completed the test, okay? You may begin.
Gotcha. Let's do the breath now. You 2 for 2.
Well, sir, I don't believe you are 2 for 2. How many steps did I say to take?
Like 8 or 9?
I said 9. Why'd you take 14 and then 15?
I thought you were going to tell me when to turn.
I said to count your steps out loud.
Oh, my fault.
So the next test, when I say begin, I want you to...
How many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
What I want you to do when I say begin is raise either your left or your right foot, whichever one you want, and raise it approximately 6 inches off the ground and keep it parallel to the ground, okay? Why are you shaking so much?
It's freezing, man. Look at you. You got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining. And you false accusing me, so of course I'm going to be a little nervous.
I wear shorts when it's 30 below.
Congratulations.
If you don't have any questions, you may begin.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, you can relax. I got one more test for you.
Give me a little blow.
I will.
Little zeros.
I will here in a minute. A couple more tests here.
Let's blow real quick. Stop doing all these damn tests. Let's blow. Let's get to business.
Has it been 15 minutes
I
yet?
used to love doing cops. I used to love them. Never give me no problems. Till now. My beams were on because I have a taillight out. Not my taillight. One of the bulbs up front is out. That's why I pulled them up.
Okay.
I didn't know it was illegal.
Let's go to the front of the car here.
Officer Winters disregards Mr. Galanakis' 0.0 breathalyzer result and arrests Mr. Galanakis for driving while intoxicated. Officer Winters argues that Mr. Galanakis may have been under the influence of a drug. Under the relevant Iowa Code section, a person under the influence of alcohol or drugs can be charged with driving while intoxicated, regardless of blood alcohol concentration. In the confrontation, Officer Winters cites several factors in support of his suspicion, including paperwork shuffling, odor of alcohol, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, and alleged poor performance on field sobriety tests. While these factors point to probable cause, the judge's decision may depend on Officer Winters' credibility. In particular, Officer Winters initially claimed that Mr. Galanakis smelled alcohol, which contradicted his 0.0 result. This undermines Officer Winters' credibility. The fact that the body camera footage did not show slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, or physical impairment casts doubt on Officer Winters' descriptions, although personal observations may differ.
Let's do this blow. 0-0. Ready for it?
Alright, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
Cool.
Alright.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, you can relax. So I'm going to read you Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you before any question, okay?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time we smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
No.
Okay, well I think it's tonight.
I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs now. I blow zeros so you think I'm on drugs. That's ridiculous. I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watery and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watery? Probably because we're in rain right now. I play college football, I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
I think you're under the influence
You think I'm impaired?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Do you want to do a drug recognition evaluation or a drug influence evaluation?
What's that?
There's an officer who checks your blood pressure, does a whole bunch of tests.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Here's my situation. I stopped this guy for having his brights on. He fumbles around with his registration 3, 4, 5 times. He bombed sobriety. I asked him, I read him Miranda, PBT 000. I said, when's the last time we smoked weed? And he hesitated for a long period of time and said, I honestly can't remember. He says he'll do an evaluation, but he's kind of a smart. Alright, that's what we'll do then. Okay, but I obviously have enough to charge him with the sobriety, so. I spoke with the drug recognition expert, and he said that he's willing to do a drug influence evaluation on you. We would have to go up to the PD.
Right now?
Yep.
I don't want to do that right now.
You don't want to do it right now? Why not?
Because you had me out in this damn rain.
We would go to the PD where it's
Well, I
dry.
don't want to do that. I don't want to do that now. I want to go home. You wasted my time.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
Sir, I'm not intoxicated. I blew zeros.
You can be under the influence of a narcotic. Nothing else on you?
It's my inhaler, man.
I see
not
that.
drugs.
Okay. Let's go back here.
You wait till my mom comes, though?
Nope. You're over 18. You don't want to do the drug recognition evaluation?
We can do it.
So when did we use weed last?
It's honestly been so long, I can't remember. I've done it before, but it's been a really long time.
Why wouldn't you tell me that in the field?
Because I stopped doing that. Like, it does nothing good for me.
Then why is your field sobriety so bad?
It wasn't even bad. I was doing good.
Alright, I'm going to read the implied consent advisory to you. Just follow along with me as I read it to you out loud.
Following his arrest, Mr. Galanakis underwent a drug recognition test and a urine test at Officer Winters' request. Officer Schinkel, a drug recognition expert, conducted additional field sobriety and physical tests, concluding around 2 a.m. that Mr. Galanakis was not intoxicated. Released without charges, Mr. Galanakis shared his experience on social media, and Mayor Mike Hansen defended the officer's actions, blaming Mr. Galanakis for non-compliance. On January 5th, 2023, Mr. Galanakis filed a lawsuit alleging false arrest, civil rights violations, and negligent supervision training. The case moved to federal court on February 2nd. On February 9th, Officer Winters and Lieutenant Wing counterclaimed, accusing Mr. Galanakis of defamation, false complaints, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. As of now, both the counterclaims and the underlying lawsuit are pending. Thank you for watching the video so far. Please don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe, and like the video before you leave. Take care and stay safe.